Hello everybody, good morning. This video is obviously posting Saturday morning, so you guys will see it then. But I'm filming this much later in the day than I normally do. Today is still Thursday. Thursday the 10th today. It was payday, so I paid the bills. Normally what I do is I get up really super early and I film my plan with me. And I woke up at 8 o'clock. The kids were loud and noisy and crazy. And so my husband finally had some errands to run. We did a whole bunch of work the last few days. Still have a lot more to do, but we'll get through that. Like I'll talk about that when we get to my planner stuff. And yeah, so basically he was running some errands. So he actually took my daughter and our baby. And yeah, it's super quiet, except for my son playing his game upstairs. It's super quiet in here, and I'm taking the time, taking advantage of the time to film this plan with me right now. So first step is I'm going to pull out my task cards, or card, because I just need the week. And the first step is to review the previous week. So I'm just going to go straight to the previous Thursday, I think. And then we'll talk about that. So this is the day I filmed last. I was actually pretty productive that day. The only thing I didn't get was I wanted to start editing my makeup videos, and I never did that. I also never filmed my art videos either. I did bring out my art stuff, but that's only because we were in the basement. So Friday, trying to think of what I did Friday. I don't think I did a lot. So we had like a last minute Friday. We had kind of like an impromptu last minute trip to Red Deer, only because my husband ended up getting a new job. Friday was my husband's last day of work at his old job, and he ended up working only part of the day. He left at last coffee because when you get a layoff, at least where he works in any of his jobs, they will basically give you the day off with pay. So that was really super nice. My mom had come over, and whenever my mom comes over, it's really hard because I can't work when she's here, and she comes over a lot, and this has been like an ongoing thing for like the last like 4 or 5 years ever since I started my business. So I've been struggling for the struggle is real. But yeah, so I didn't get much done. I did edit my plan with me, and I posted that, and that's pretty much it. Wrote out my packing list, but I did not pack. We didn't do that till Saturday morning, which is when we left. And yeah, like I did film my sterling ink, and I finally posted that today. So I edited and posted it today. But Friday was busy, but like usually towards the end of the week, I start to get this like just lack of motivation, right? I don't feel like doing anything. So for Saturday, I had done a few things. I had finished 2 videos, posted those, a voiceover from a makeup video for Monday. Then I packed, and then we actually left here by 12. Which is probably the earliest we had ever left. We went to Red Deer, and the big thing was to go to the Legion, but I guess the Legion is closed Saturdays in Red Deer for the rest of the summer. So we ended up going to the Innisfail Legion. We never won any meat draws or anything, which sucked, but we went to Red Heart, which is a brewery in Red Deer in the southeast quadrant, and it was good. And then we went home and had hamburgers, and we went to bed. Sunday, we ended up going to Belly Hop for a couple of hours, and I made potato salad, and my son's grandpa made ribs on the barbecue, so that was nice too. And it was, you know, just kind of like a relaxing day. It's not like I had any work to do, but I did keep up with my journaling, so I took my Hobonichi with me, and I took my planner, of course. I actually ended up taking this planner, not my compact. I love taking my compact with me to either doctor's appointments, ones that aren't like to do with my son, and I usually take this planner if I go to those, or I take my compact with me to karaoke when I go, because I like to write my song list in there. So Monday, we had left Red Deer at like 3 o'clock, so I think we got back about 5. It was you know, kind of an uneventful drive, which was nice. And then we got back, we unwound, we unpacked, we did laundry, and I think that was pretty much it. I didn't really do much. I did this stuff early in the morning before we left for Red Deer, and then yeah, I paid my credit card. Like I put money on there because it takes 3 business days to process, so our money for variable spending I put on there. And then yeah, we just didn't really do a whole bunch there. We caught up on Love Island a little bit, Stayed up till probably like 2. Tuesday, so this was the day before yesterday, I didn't do anything with work related really, because we ended up cleaning the basement. Again, I wish I'd taken before and after photos. My husband's side looks so good. We still have to clean the floors. We're going to vacuum and mop the floor tomorrow during the day because we don't have anything going on tomorrow. Tomorrow is my husband's birthday, so it doesn't really make sense to do a cleaning on his birthday, but it's the only day that we're home. I'll explain what's up today in a little bit. But yeah, so that Tuesday we cleaned the basement. We brought our baby down there with us, put him in his exerciser, and he just played around while we were cleaning. But we did spend 5 hours cleaning at the same time. So my side was already organized, but I did go through a few more containers, just tidied everything up, because already between like the time me and my best friend did my basement to now, which is what, like a month or two, it was already starting to look messy. Like between me putting stuff down there, my husband just stacking stuff down there wherever he can find room. And it's so annoying, right? In order to keep a clean, tidy home, you have to be on top of it all the time. You have to actively put things away in their spot, and you can't just put it anywhere you want. And that's what he does all the time. And my mom does the same thing at our house. Like she'll buy stuff from Goodwill, she'll come and she'll plop it on the counter, or she'll put her dirty purse or dirty bags on my table or my workspace. It annoys me so much, you guys. Like, I'm sure you can relate to some capacity. It bothers me. It bothers me when other people, especially, come into my home and put stuff on a nice clean surface, because it's the first place that things accumulate on are like the flat surfaces of your home. And if you've just cleaned it, and then people are like, oh, look, a clean space, let me put my stuff here. Of course. And it's so annoying. Ugh. Anyway. That's why, like, part of me is like, I don't even want to clean, because once I clean, it just gets destroyed anyway. And then it's me doing all the work again and again. So it's so frustrating. It's very frustrating to me. So yeah, and then I was testing out, oh, you guys, I think this is the same day that I got all excited for my October setup. So I will be in my Tyler binder for October. I know I had talked about going into my Trillion binder, perhaps, or my, so I'm just going to take off my wrist guard thing here. My wrists have been killing me. I think I have carpal tunnel. So I've been wearing wrist guards and it hurts really, really bad. But my hands are dry, so I need lotion. But yeah, like I wasn't even that excited for this planner setup. And then before I was setting up this one, and I do love it. You know what? The funny thing is, and this is just a little planner chat before we continue, I get the most compliments and comments on this binder. I mean, it might work with any binder, but I did take my Anna binder out before and kind of had a similar setup throughout the years, and nobody said anything. But on this binder, and I open it up, and like the Blooms inserts just go so well with it, and all of the deco that I've done this month, the doctor commented on it, the doctor staff, the nurse commented on it, like everybody comments on this planner. So I don't know what it is with pink and just like, you know, the way I've got it set up, everybody loves it. And while I do enjoy it, like I like change, right? So having a pink binder for 1 month isn't the end of my life. But I do prefer, well, purple is my favorite color, but I do prefer variety. So for next month, I had already said that I'm going to be using my Golden Aspen binder, which is a zippered binder. I don't love the zipper aspect of it, but I like the color, and I'm going to use sunflowers because I have so many sunflower themed things that I can use that would go so well with it. So I'll be doing that. And then, yeah, so when I was setting up this binder, I was so excited for September. And I'm like, okay, I need to set up for September, and I need to order a few things, and can't wait for that stuff to come in. And then September hasn't even here yet. I mean, we're not even halfway through the month of August, and here I am getting excited for October. So when I've done my October binder setups and planner setups in the past, I think there's been 1 month I did a Halloween setup in my bullet journal, like a long time ago, but I always do autumn or fall themed setups or spreads or whatever. Last year, I think I used my Golden Aspen binder. I think it was September, October. I used my Golden Aspen binder, and then I can't remember what else I used last year. I think I used my Plumeria, purple Plumeria Vintage Aurora a couple times. But yeah, definitely like fall related colors, some more jewel tones rather than like, you know, Halloween themed. So I've never done a Halloween theme except for once in my bullet journal. So I'm going to do an all out Halloween planner for the entire month of October in my Tyler binder. And Tyler binder, because it's black and because it's very spacious, gives you lots of room for, you know, tidbits and deco and planning and organization and all that. And it's got black rings. I did put black rings on my Anna binder, but it's really small, and it's because it's a snap binder. It has not a big capacity, but the Tyler binder is bigger. It's got a bigger footprint for sure, even though it's still 1.5-inch rings. So yeah, I'm super excited for that now because I've ordered a whole bunch of things. A good place, if you are looking for Halloween inspiration things, a good place to look is the Honeybee shop, because she has a lot of like bats. Like bat seems to be her thing. I don't know. Or bows and bats. I don't know why. But yeah, if you do want spooky kind of Halloween planner stuff, go check out there first, and then just look around on Etsy. But with that being said, anyway, that was me playing with my Angel Shop pen. I haven't done a fountain pen video, and I want to, but this is one of the pens I saw from Marsha from Buy Sell Plan. She bought hers at an actual planner convention, but I bought mine right from the website. And the only thing with these pens is that they don't take refillable ink. You have to buy the cartridges from her shop in order to fit the pens. So that's the only, like, for lack of a better word, downfall. And I did ask Angel, I think her name's Angel. I did ask her, and that's what she said. But the color is pretty. I mean, it's not like, I wouldn't put it with this planner. I do like the rose gold, you know, deco on it with the, and I love the hooded look, because it's like a hooded fountain pen. So I think that's kind of cool. It's original and neat looking. But yeah, just definitely you have to use, this is what they look like. They come with one black, and then you can buy different colors. I've got purple and black coming, but I've got pink as well, because that pink color actually is really pretty. That's the color it is. Okay, so Wednesday. Wednesday was yesterday. I was a bit more, I was like more work oriented, I guess you could say. So I was focusing on work, trying to get a whole bunch of stuff on my list done. And while I did get lots of stuff done, I still feel like I had lots of other stuff to do. So I've already edited my Sterling ink. I still have to write my blog, still have to work on stickers. I ordered my vellum and my plastic, my laminating pouches. I'm in the process today of editing my makeup video, and I did change my daughter's iPhone screen protector and mine as well, because they were cracked and bugging me. So anyway, so I wrote down some information for my son Logan. So he had his appointment yesterday, and it went well. So the thing is he's a baby, so, and he does have cystic fibrosis. He's a baby. He won't really experience anything. The only thing that he's really experienced to date so far is malnutrition, and he was very small, and it took a long time for him to grow because we had to get him on enzymes. His liver, or pancreas, I guess, his pancreas doesn't produce the enzymes needed to break down food. So when he was drinking milk, it would just pretty much go right through him. And when you have cystic fibrosis and don't have enzymes, you have very foul smelling bowel movements. And so it was torture in the beginning because we didn't know. We didn't find out till day 17 that he had cystic fibrosis. And then, yes, like, I know people say once you know, it's better because then you can like deal with it. And while that's true, obviously we don't want our son malnutritioned or to the point of starvation, but it's still heartbreaking to know that like my baby has to deal with this as he gets older. And it's not when they're like, when they get to be an adult, it's not when it happens. It starts to happen when they're like young. So like when he's 8, he'll start potentially experiencing liver disease. So around 8 years old is when they said it could potentially start happening. Another thing that people with cystic fibrosis may get, and most likely will get, is diabetes. because again, their pancreas doesn't function properly. So there are two, an endocrine and exocrine systems of the pancreas. And I could get into it a little bit more. I didn't really focus on biology in school. It was more physics and calculus. But anyway, so I've done a lot of research on this, and like I'm devastated as a mom, as a person, as somebody who is an empath. I am an empath, and I am absolutely devastated and heartbroken. Despite all that, I'm not going to really talk about everything because I could go on about it forever. But the biggest thing is that there were all new people at the appointment. So how it works is usually we see the same people on Wednesday. Usually it's always the same people. And all of those people are on holiday right now. So they all decided to take holiday at the same time. So we have different people that we go to see. First of all is the doctor. Second is the respiratory therapist. Third is the nurse. Then there's like potentially a social worker, and then there's also a dietitian, and then there's also like the front desk guy, and then there's also the nurse that comes in like for oxygen, for heart rate, and for the weighing and measuring of a height and stuff. So there's 7 people, and sometimes, like yesterday, 2 respiratory therapists came in, so that was like it was 7 people, I think. So we didn't see the social worker yesterday. And then the doctor, and as well as the nurse, had a trainee come in. So like it was a doctor in training. So I mean, there's just so many people that you have to see. And what they do is like everybody, all these cystic fibrosis people are in separate rooms because you can't come within 6 feet of one another. And they kind of step in from room to room, and they like sanitize, and they wear like gowns and stuff and masks, so it's not like they're spreading germs. And it's hard because you have to wait to see all of the people, and we ended up waiting there for 3 hours. Like the visit before was only like 45 minutes. This one was 3 hours, just because we were simply waiting for everybody to come in and then leave, and then they'd talk, and then they'd leave and talk, and they'd each come in separately just so they could have their piece of what they wanted to say. And then we started talking about the liver damage thing, and I just kind of freaked out. Again, it was all new people, so it kind of felt like it was like the very beginning experience again that I had when, you know, we first started going to these clinic visits. And oh my gosh, guys, like I had a breakdown last night. I honestly had a breakdown. I felt like life was ending all over again. And I don't even really want to get into it, but it wasn't myself. I woke up, and then we went to bed at 2:30 because I couldn't stop crying. And I woke up this morning at 8. So I mean, I didn't get a whole lot of sleep, and I've got like bags under my eyes, and I feel terrible. So I'm hoping that tonight will be a bit better of a sleep. But anyway, so the other thing too, we went to the appointment yesterday. Our kids came with us. So originally, like my mom had scheduled Wednesday off. So she works Wednesday, Thursday normally. She was going to work Thursday, Friday, and then she was going to babysit for us, and then we would just take our son Logan, and then that was it. Probably would have been faster visit too, because our daughter was crazy. Like we cannot do that again. Like it was a nut show. She just wasn't listening. Even my son, he has ADHD, so he was like, "Are we done yet? Are we done yet? Are we done yet?" And it just wouldn't stop. And I mean, it could just be a normal kid thing too, but it was just to the point where, you know, my attention was divided so many different ways, and it really needed to be focused on this appointment with my son, Logan, and it was just incredibly rough and incredibly stressful. Chad took my daughter out of the room so I could focus on what the doctors were saying, and yeah, it was so stressful and so hard. It's hard enough. Like driving to the U of A is crazy. It was busy yesterday. We didn't get out till 4:35, and coming home was crazy. There was construction everywhere here in the city of Edmonton. There seems to always be construction in summer because it's the only time they can do any construction. And so yeah, it was a nut show. And we had decided that we were going to take our kids with us for dinner. We went to Boston Pizza. And we haven't taken our kids out in a long time, so they were really excited. We usually, when we go for dinner, it's an adult thing, and then we just get the kids to get a babysitter, like my mom. But we were like, you know what, we're going to treat you guys because we haven't been out forever. So we went to Boston Pizza, and again, my daughter was crazy. My son actually ate all his food. I don't think in ever the history of us taking them out for dinner or anything has he eaten everything, and he actually did last night, and I was so proud of him. So he was good. It was just my daughter, and then with a baby it's hard too, right? Because you can't really focus on eating yourself. I was between me and my husband, we were feeding him his like baby food and his milk, and yeah, it was one of those days, you guys. Like, we came home, got my daughter into bath and bed, and then my son didn't go to bed till closer to 10. And then me and my husband watched one episode of Love Island, and I had a snack and my popcorn, and I was able to relax, but it just didn't feel right. Like, that appointment just didn't sit well with me, and just, it kind of brought reality crashing back. And so I just kind of flipped out from like 12 to 2:30 in the morning, didn't have a good rest. And I did have a good rest. I just don't feel rested, if that makes any sense. So yeah, it was really rough anyway. And then today, so we were supposed to go, we had originally planned to go to Mandare on Sunday. So we were going to be there for 4 or 5 o'clock for dinner, because Chad's birthday is on Friday. So that was kind of going back to why my mom didn't babysit. We were like, well, how about we'll just take the kids, you work Wednesday, Thursday, and then you'll be off Friday, because Chad wanted to go to a patio to have a drink or two. We've since cut that out because we've spent over much yesterday on dinner with us and the kids, so we won't be doing the patio anymore. But we thought it'd be better for her, so she'd have Friday off and be more relaxed. And then we're going to do our date night Saturday. So we're going to go to karaoke. I'm going to get Chad a few shots because it's his birthday. It's his 40th. I wasn't able to celebrate my birthday at all. Like, for my 40th, which was like, I'm 41 now, but when I had my 40th, my husband was working and nobody even called me except my mother. So like, everybody's talking about their big 40th, and like, you have a wonderful celebration. And I do know that most people don't, and we never really celebrate our birthdays ever since we became adults. Like, ever since I was in my, 18 pretty much. I never really got to celebrate. My 18th was like the big one, and that was it. And actually, that's not even true, because when I was 18, I lived in New Brunswick, and they didn't have legal drinking age until 19. So I didn't actually celebrate my birthday till I was 1920 when I came back to Alberta from New Brunswick, but that's another story to be told on another day. I've never really had a birthday bash celebration when I was an adult, ever. And when I was 40, like, nobody called me. I think I got a text message from a couple people, and that was it. And of course, Facebook messages. So it felt very like a letdown for me, like, and now it's like, oh, it's my husband's 40th. Everyone's gonna like we're going to his parents. We're gonna do a big birthday supper, and I just kind of feel so like sad about it, But I'm gonna do what I can for him. I already got his present from myself and from the kids, and I'm gonna try to be happy. We only live once. We're only 40 once, so I'm gonna try to do what I can for him. But yeah, I think just the appointment yesterday just kind of makes me feel kind of blah, and so I don't want to be in that mood. I want to be happy and just kind of forget about my reality again for a little while into the next appointment, which is 3 months later. So anyway, so we're doing that tonight. We have to be there for 6, so we're going to leave around 5 o'clock. So that's why I'm trying to do the plan with me before that happens. It's actually already like 1:45. Oh my goodness. But yeah, like, I have to pretty much play catch up today, because I've a catch up day today and tomorrow. And tomorrow's good because we're not going to do anything. My husband's going to come back from his errands today, mow the grass, and that'll be done. I just need to weed the flowers, but I'll show you guys some of the things I've done and some of the things I've yet to do when we get to that part. So I feel like I've talked your ear off, and all I've done is talk about my previous week, which is crazy. Okay, so let's review goals. I'll try to do the rest fairly quick, so we're not here forever. Okay, so Gizmo's birthday. We all sang her happy birthday. It was so cute. Had our U of A appointment. I have to remember, I haven't been using this app, so I think I'm going to cancel it. It's like wall Pilates, but I haven't been using it, and I don't want to pay $64. So I'm going to put it on my today's list so I don't forget. Cancel Better Me app. Okay. Chad's birthday is tomorrow, and then date night is on the 12th. Weed garden and weed killer. So that's something that I have to do this week. So possibly, really, tomorrow is the only day I'll have to do that. So I might have to go to Home Depot or wherever I can find it. I'll get that and kill the weeds. Basement we did, and then the bedroom floor, kind of looking more towards September, unless it ends up being a weekend project. This would have been the best week for us to do it, but we couldn't get a babysitter. My mom was busy working this week. and we just had so many other things to do. Okay, so September content planning, haven't got there quite yet. Organized desk, I did organize my drawers, so that was good. And I haven't, oh, I got my book back. So the last time I went to Red Deer, I left my Outlander book there, so I'm finally finishing that. So I've kind of put Priory of the Orange Tree on hold just for a few chapters. I couldn't really get into Priory of the Orange Tree, but I'm starting to now. But it's been hard. And there's only one other book that's a sequel to that one. Okay, so haven't really focused on water. My feet are swelling up again. I need to drink more water, and I haven't really been working out, so I need to focus on that as well. So let's look at the monthly goals now. If I can find them. All right, so basement I can cross off. Furniture move, we haven't done that. Read in the sun, nope. Bedroom floor, nope. Weed garden, nope. Content planning and school supply shopping. I want to also do the school supply shopping. When I went down to the basement, I do realize I had 2 big containers of like leftover school supplies. So I want to shop those containers before I go and buy brand new stuff. But I do have a few things already. Like I've got lots of paper, but I want to get him a binder. I want to get him a 5-star binder so that none of his stuff falls out and he can keep his pencil or pen in there. So that's cool. He actually gets a binder for grade 4. Grade 3, he still had duotangs. So I'm super excited about that. I'm going to set that all up for him. Yeah, and then August we had all of this stuff happen. The U of A appointment, Chad's birthday, and then date night. Okay. So I've got a few things. The content planning won't happen until like probably next week, but I'll do a few things. I'll put it on the weekly list, which is a good spot to put it. I am getting things done though, right? Like it's taking time, but I don't mind it. I'm actually finally getting stuff done, and I'm feeling better about that. So review compass cards. We'll go here. I can tell you right now that I haven't done any movement at all. Journaling I've kept up with. Professional development not at all, and have not read my spiritual book, but I'll put that on the next one. Home, haven't done bookshelves. Haven't fertilized plants. Did the basement, so that's the only thing that we did do. Haven't rearranged furniture and haven't done the grass weeding. Red Deer we did. Jack's fur I have not. Gizmo's birthday and Chad's birthday tomorrow. Wife, date night we'll do, and birthday tomorrow. Time together we have, and projects we have, which is good. Mom, we haven't done a scary movie, have we? No, we never ended up watching a scary movie at my son's grandpa's, but we're going to, but we'll cross it off for now. Outside time, not really. And swimming, we are going Saturday. So Friday we're doing nothing, probably just trying to get more projects, and I'll catch up with my business stuff. But swimming, our Fountain Park swimming pool that we usually go to in St. Albert reopened recently, so we're going to do that Saturday during the day. I think that'll be fun. And then Saturday night, my husband and I have our date night, so we'll cross-check that. Biz Bujo, I haven't started it yet. I was going to do videos, and I had them like planned to film and to set up and all of that stuff. And now I'm confused. So if you guys are aware, I have a subscription to Jane's Agenda. So there's a planner called a Junior Disc Bound. And Junior Disc Bound is the same size as Franklin Planner. So they're half letter size papers, okay? And just so you guys are aware, half letter is half an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. A4 is half of the standard paper size that's either in Australia or the UK. Okay, so like and that's A5, right? So A5 is half the size of an A4 paper, because you either have US legal or US standard paper, not legal size, but like, you know, standard 8.5 by 11, and that's like in the States and Canada, and probably other places as well, but as far as I know, States and Canada, that's half letter. And then A4 size, A5 is half of an A4. Am I making sense? I think that's pretty much how it works. So anyway, Jane's Agenda is half letter. that I order mine from my Franklin, because I have a classic Franklin planner. And I always punch my inserts as soon as I get them, but I've stopped. And I was thinking, what if I did instead a business planner that was junior disc bound? Just putting it out there. What if I took all of my inserts for my business, and like I have a punch from Happy Planner. Here's something. So I could keep the holes so they would still fit in my Franklin planner. And if you punch, I've already tried it and it works. If you punch over it, it looks messy, but it also fits disc binding and it stays on. So I just want you to wrap your head around that for a sec. So you have 2 punches on 1 sheet of paper. You've got, you know, your 7 hole punches for Franklin. And then you've also got your 8 disc punches for a junior disc bound planner. So they would be completely interchangeable. And I could put it in my Franklin, or I could put it in my disc bound junior. What do you guys think? I thought it would be so much easier because I could just transfer all of this stuff over to a disc bound planner, keep it out of here. Like, I mean, I could also do the same thing with the binder. I can just put this all in a binder. But if I had it in a disc bound planner, it would kind of satiate my need for having a planner system that's not just Franklin. I also do love the bullet journal idea, so I just don't know. I don't know what to do. That's the problem with having too many choices. It just makes you change your mind every second. I just want to hear your thoughts on it. So I'll show you what I did. I took this cover. This cover is my Happy Planner Classic cover from a couple years ago, the magic one. I took these purple lavender discs that I purchased separately. I did buy these. They're just the standard classic discs from Happy Planner. And so instead of buying like new discs or new covers, but I mean, you get a cover club from Jane's Agenda anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And I put together this tiny little planner so far. Like, I mean, there's not much in here, but mostly just stuff from Jane's Agenda. But I punched it and I put it in here. What do you guys think? I cut this down to size, I relaminated it, and then I bought a hole punch that does a single hole punch for disc punch at the same time, like not at once, because the Happy Planner disc punch wow, the Happy Planner punch for discs doesn't take that thick of paper, so you can't put this in here if you've relaminated it. It's too thick for it because it's not a heavy duty punch. But I bought this this punch, and it punches individual. I'll try to link it on down below. It's from Amazon. But you can punch it and it does a single punch. And so it's amazing because it depends on the strength of your hand, right? Which right now I'm suffering, but get my husband to do it or something. What do you guys think? It would be the same size as a half letter. Interesting concept, huh? Yeah, I thought so too. So now I'm not sure what to do. I have no idea. But yeah, that's something I'm thinking about, so I have not started that. Haven't done an inventory. I have started editing my makeup videos. I've got one right now. It will be posting Monday. It's Jeffree Star, Shane Dawson Controversy Palette. Daughter, I have not done any of that. Health, I have followed through with all my tracking. I have not done movement. I have been really bad with water, and I've also haven't been following up with my fiber gummies. I've noticed taking fiber gummies makes me feel more full, and I don't eat as much, so I need to continue doing that. All right, so now I have to pick new rolls and big rocks, so I'm just going to go to my goal section where I keep my new ones, my new compass cards, and I'm going to quickly fast forward this part. Alright, so this made it a little bit easier. I don't have as many projects on here. This stuff I'll probably try tackling like this weekend, into the weekend, so it's not really into next week. The biggest one I've added here was biz owner, and that's stick to schedule. So I need to find a better way, either get up earlier, not stay up so late, but a better way to actually continue to do my work in the proper time. This week was a little off key because we weren't home on Monday, we were traveling. And we did do an impromptu vacation to Red Deer. So that kind of messes with my plans all the time if I don't plan for it. So I just really want to stick to my schedule, because if I find that I'm not, my work, I end up like Thursday, Friday, I end up with tons of stuff to do. And I just don't like doing that. It just stresses me out. So family, we're just back to the basics because Chad will be back to work as of Monday. Try to get this stuff done before he goes back to work. I want to focus on my spiritual stuff here, and again, health, getting back into that routine of doing health stuff like movement and drinking my water and taking my meds on time. All right, next we're going to take a look at the calendar, the master tasks, and my inbox and see if there's things I can pull over from there. So we'll look at my inbox first. I did redo an inbox, so it makes me feel so much better. We have yet to sweep and vacuum the basement, so we're going to do that on Friday. And I've got 2 more boxes to go through for paperwork, and then I have to burn or shred it or throw it away somehow. Let's see, Facebook buy and sell, I haven't even started on that. Bookshelves I might have time to do. Logan's blood work. So, he's such a little baby, it's so bad. I actually have a form that I have to take to Dynalife, and I have to get his blood checked. So it's going to be difficult. They're going to start, they said the new guidelines for cystic fibrosis, they're going to start for babies 3 to 6 months. My son is 7 months now, so I thought it was going to be yearly, but they're going to start at 7 months. So just to make sure that they check all the vitamins in his blood. The other thing that we have to do is pick up more meds from the U of A Rexall, but Chad will do that because he never had enough when we went to the appointment yesterday. We try not to go down there if it's unnecessary. We only go when we have an appointment and we pick up enough medication to last until the next appointment, but they were out of it, so we couldn't. So it was kind of made me a little mad, but there's not much I can do about it. Okay, so next we'll take a look at the calendar. So the week of the 14th to the 20th, I've got Chad back to work, paid, and garbage. Nothing really going on, so I'm going to focus on business stuff. Try to get caught up again in my business. Master tasks, clean basement, declutter containers. Yeah, a few things to do, so I'll just transfer those over as I can. I wouldn't mind getting the school supply shopping done this weekend too. But again, like everything pretty much, because I'm planning so early, it's Thursday, everything that basically is from like today on, I'll include from like today to the end of next week. So, you know, if I can include my weekend on Sunday, it'll be like Thursday to Sunday and then Monday to Sunday, if that makes any sense. So if I just do a rollover every week, if I don't complete my tasks, they keep getting pushed forward if they're still relevant and important. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and schedule my week. So stay tuned and you guys can see me decorate for the new week. Alright guys, I think that's it for the weekly setup. My husband's just texting me to let me know where he's at, so I'm hoping I can get this done before he comes home. So not a whole lot going on. I'm probably going to have more focus on my work stuff this week, so we'll get into that shortly. I really like how I set this up. I used the Sweet Art kit for this mostly, and I'm not really a huge pink fan, but the Sweet Art kit is probably one of my most favorite kits by Planners Anonymous. I really liked it. I probably should have bought a third sticker kit. But anyway, so that's it for this one. My list seems to be getting shorter each week because I've actually been doing things, so I'm so happy about that. I don't know if I have, yeah, I've got furniture, but I didn't put rearrange, I just put furniture because now I'm getting lazy. Alright, so that's it for that. Let's put this back in my planner and then we'll look at the work, the month for work, see what I've got going on there. This is the current week. Okay, so like if I look at my task card again, my transferred tasks, and now we review the work month. And I probably will do a progressive task list, like a new one, because I have a lot of videos done. So if we're looking for the 14th to the 20th, I'll have a makeup video done for this one. I have to get a blog. I have to check to see which one that is. Functional planning is the one it is. Okay, so I tentatively crossed off all of the weekly update videos. So if I start a business bujo, maybe it'll be here. I'm not sure yet. And then Plan With Me here. So I don't really have a lot going on. So if I don't do a business bujo, it'll literally be my Makeup Monday video and my one video. So one video per channel. So I don't know how you guys feel about that. I want to know feedback. I want to know what you guys think. However, that being said, I do have a lot of hauls coming up shortly. I still do have to focus on my art videos. I'll probably have two because I do have a lot of art to share with you from like when I was a kid to now. And I'll kind of talk about each piece and like what inspired me to do it or where I got it from or whatever it is. And then I also want to do one of my fountain pens order. So I'm going to do fountain pen and ink, and we'll talk about everything and the colors and all that. But I may have placed another fountain pen order from Twisby and also Ferris Wheel Press for ink. And yeah, so I've got some pink inks coming. I'm excited about that. I've got some pink. I've got a couple of greens. Yeah, like I need more ink. But I've been loving writing on my Hobonichi with fountain pen. And for the month of October, probably for the month of October or September as well, I'll probably use a fountain pen once I get it. But for the month of October, for sure, I have a specific pen I will be using in my planner because it's going to be Halloween theme. So I'm excited to share that with you when it comes in. So yeah, not much going on for the week, but I will add setting up my budget planner in here. I'll have probably working on goals already for September, which is crazy. That is crazy, actually. Okay, so I'm going to pull this out, and we'll quickly review that. I'll pull out the new week. All right. So as far as my progressive task list goes, also I'm going to talk about Odin's Eye and Sigma. So I got a couple more things. I'm going to just talk about that in one of my makeup videos. I don't think it's necessary to have a completely other video, so I'm going to try to do that on date night, which will be Saturday. So currently I am editing my conspiracy one as well as my girls' night. So I'm hoping I'll have those two done. I'm just going to see if I have any other videos I have to add on there. Okay, so I have the Angela Bright Sigma. I've got the Natasha Denona Blue Pastel. I've got Conspiracy and the Date Night Leela. Girls' Night. And then I thought I had something else, but I guess I didn't. So I should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's right. So no other videos because I've done them all. I haven't done any of that, but I did do this one. Okay, so I'm going to quickly write out a new card. Alright, so that is done, you guys. So I'm moving on to my week now. Alright guys, I think I'm all done. So my husband is on his way home with my 2 kids. And honestly, I feel like my son, who is home with me, my older 9-year-old, he's being really good. He's up in his room. And yeah, so that brings us to the conclusion of this plan with me. So I'll just kind of talk about this for a quick sec. On the week, sorry, I don't have much going on. So I'm talking like no appointments, you know, not huge scheduled video plans like for, you know, month end video type things. I really need to focus on getting those background tasks done. So making planner charms for Halloween. I do have a lot of plans for charms for Halloween, but I want to make a few more. I'm so excited. Like I don't really care about Halloween. That's usually not really my thing, but for my planner setup this time, I'm pretty excited. And we haven't even reached September yet, so I feel like I'm just kind of one step ahead always. And it's kind of how you have to be in the planner world, especially making planners for other people. I'm just going to put this back where I found it. So yeah, so filming, I've got space here to add more if I want to. Editing, so far it's just makeup videos I have in my queue right now, and I'm down to only 5, which is pretty good. Admin, I did keep the Business Bujo layout. I want to know your guys' feedback on that. So should I do a, you know, disc punch junior planner, which takes the same size inserts as my Franklin, or should I do continue with my bullet journal for business? I don't know. Shop, I added order Halloween charms on there. I actually placed an order today for more laminate, 5mm laminate slips, like paper, or I guess pockets is what you call them. And I also ordered more thick vellum because I'm almost out. I have been going crazy with the vellum ever since I loved, starting printing my own dashboards and stuff and my own sheets. So I ordered more of that today, so that's done. And I just need to focus on designing more stickers because it's always been a priority. I just never do it. So I don't know if that means switching my plans to a different day. I don't really know. But anyway, I do have lots of work planned for next week. I've got my goals on here. I've got, oops, this is the current week. So for every day, I do have goals here, or goals. That's September budget, but goals on Monday. Every day I've got some kind of like journaling task to do or reading or something. So Sunday I'll plan my content for the next month. I normally don't do work on weekends, or I try not to. But for instance, like I realize I don't have anything written out for Instagram. So this would be an IG post on Sandra Doll Beauty about Makeup Monday. On Saturday, I always post for my regular channel for Plan With Me. What else would we do? So if I actually film an art video, so art video, just showing like, hey, I've got a video, go check it out on YouTube. And then yeah, so just maybe I'll do a reel on Wednesday or something. Haven't done any with my makeup channel yet, probably should. But anyway, so that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching me how I plan. If you have any questions or comments, like always, please feel free to leave them down below. I love comments that kind of get my mind juices, my creative juices flowing. I love that. I love when you make me think and you ask me good questions, because then it really makes me think and I like to respond to questions. So anything that you can think of, also please let me know what your thoughts are on the 2 types of bullet journal for business. Bullet journal or disc punch junior, I'm not sure, because all of my inserts coming from Jane's Agenda are unpunched, half letter, so I could technically do that. So yeah, so let me know what your thoughts are, and I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new, please subscribe, click on the thumbs up button if you enjoyed my video, give the bell notification button a click as well so you won't miss when I post new videos, and I will see you guys again very, very soon. Bye everyone.